Hello, welcome back. Got a really cool review video for you this time on the Pelican 80 quart wheelie cooler. A lot of people compare Pelican to Yeti, Engel, Grizzly, etc. There's a whole bunch of super coolers on the market now. All kinds of price ranges. Guys, you get what you pay for. Look at the weight of the coolers if you're looking at super coolers. You really do get what you pay for. You get more material weighs more. You can pretty much tell what you're getting for your money. The Pelican is a full quart capacity cooler, unlike a lot of the others that a little misleading with their model names. You're going to really like this test. We're putting beer and ice in this cooler. We're going to see if it'll go for 5 days and how the temperature and ice retention is under real world situations. Going in and out of the cooler, getting beers, living in a hot garage, which is the best I can do right now, in the 90-degree temperature range pretty much all week this week. And we're going to see how this cooler does, and I think you'll be pretty impressed by it. As usual, there'll be links to websites in the description below. I guarantee you, if you check the specifications out on the coolers you're comparing to the Pelican, you'll end up buying a Pelican, or you'll just stay with the cheap coolers one way or the other. There's really no reason in going with the in-between brands. But check this out, we'll get right to it. And this is going to be the test. It'll hold a lot more, of course, but this will be a good start. That's good enough. I can find somebody that'll help me with this test. There we go. Probably would have helped if we started with warm beer, but that's a good start. Pelican cooler test, day one. Up in there. There we go.
Day one.
Cold, cold.
See how long it'll keep it cold.
Day two. I think I'm gonna go red this time.
Nice and cold.
To day two. Maybe we should make this a month-long test. So now we're in day three. What do you want? A Reds, a Corona? I know what you want.
Hey, buddy.
This
So this is what you mean by cooler tap.
Yeah, we're doing a cooler tap. There you go. That's the spot. Day three. And it's still cold. Come on, get up. Come on. Good boy. All right. 2 grown-ups and a dog.
It works better than the mice.
Day 4 with a microphone that works this time. Still cold. All right, this is for the record on day 4. Now, when I started this challenge, you'll see there's ice floating in that water. When I started this challenge, I actually made a mistake, put warm beer in it. We still have ice, we still have cold water. I did not fill this thing all the way to the top. I put 15 pounds of ice in it. We're going to make it to day 5. But most of the cooler ice tests that you see, they fill the cooler all the way to the top with ice. So this is more of a real world scenario for you guys. Relatively warm beer, 15 pounds of ice, 4 days later, perfectly cold beer. Day 5, last day.
Hello, folks.
because the ice is gone.
Got cold water.
Yes, we do. We got cold water. I think I'm going to do Miller Lite tonight again. Pretty cold.
Still nice and cold.
Go for it. Do it this way. No open required. Day 5. That was a fun test. We need to buy a smaller Pelican so we can redo this test again.
Send it to Jim.
This beer isn't going to drink itself. So that was a pretty fun test. 5 days, beer still cold. The ice didn't keep the full 5 days, but if you guys notice, this was a real world test. Put in warm beer, just like a lot of you I'm sure do. Put ice up to the top of the beers. I did not fill the cooler all the way up. Most of these tests that people run, they fill the cooler almost all the way up with ice. A lot more ice than you use or than I use. So this is a real world test of this cooler, and I think it did a great job. Beer's still plenty cold. 5 days later, temperature around here has been in the 90s. It's been in my sweltering hot garage all week long. So Pelican coolers, you get everything you pay for. You get the full quart capacity, unlike some other brands that start with the initials Yeti, Y, that tell you they're 70 when really they're a 60. None of that. It's just a much stronger, heavier duty cooler. So I would highly recommend this to anybody looking at super coolers. Guys, you can buy a lot of ice for $500, $480, or whatever the cooler you're looking at is. You can buy a lot of ice for that amount of money. But you know what? If you want a high-end cooler, buy the best high-end cooler. Get yourself a Pelican. If not, stick with the cheapos. Whatever you want to do. But I will tell you right now, for my money, best super cooler on the market is this one right here, Pelican. Now, before you run off, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. Give me that thumbs up like. Check out some of the other videos while you're here. We'll see you next time.